Edo indigenes in the UK have made an appeal to the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and other world leaders to prevail upon the Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure a free and fair polls and also allow indigenes in the state determine who governs them in the forthcoming governorship election. Events leading to the September 19 governorship election in the state have been marred by accusation of rigging and election violence, with the two leading political parties in the state, the PDP and APC, pointing accusing fingers at each other. Last week, in a move to ensure peace in the state, the Oba of Benin, Oba Buhari too, called the leading political actors of both the PDP and the APC to a peace meeting to resolve reports of election violence in the state. In attendance were the two leading governorship candidates, Godwin Obaseki of the PDP and Pastor Sage Ize-Iyamu of the APC. The peace move, however, appeared shaky as reports of violence and intimidation were reported in the state recently. The Edo indigenes who submitted a petition to the UK government said their motives is not about party loyalty but loyalty to life. They called on their fellow Edo people back home to think of the life of their loved ones before policies. Then they appealed to the UK government and other world leaders to appeal to President Muhammadu Buhari to allow Edo state indigenes determine who governs them. Well, most of the time when people call on other countries to say, they should tell the government of Nigeria to do this, do you think they will even listen? Do you think they will have that power in the recent, at least, as in stating the obvious? Maybe behind, maybe they have some connection together, but in the recent, do you think they will even listen? Do you think they will even have time to tell the Nigerian government or the president to do anything? I don't think they will even listen. I don't think the so-called countries that people usually call, whether they will even have time to go and say, oh, your people said it, your people said that. Of course, maybe just to document it, so it will be on record that they called on him or they called on them to talk to him. But even if they tell them anything, you think that is when they will tell you, oh, Nigeria is a sovereign country. Of course, it is a sovereign state, which nobody or no other country will want to dabble into other countries' affair. But when they want to get money, no, we are no longer a sovereign state. But in this, to me, it's not going to make any sense. But if really it's going to make sense for them writing petition, you just write the petition, just put it there, but just to make sure that they themselves, they have been able to lodge something so that other people will still know that they know what is happening back at home. But for them to say, oh, Buhari should do this, Buhari should do that, of course, we know that it is all about, oh, you want to use federal might and this and that, because we all are witnesses, for those who pay attention to politics, to what happened in Kogi State, to what happened in Bayelsa State, because like the president is always feigning ignorance. He will just do as if nothing is happening. He will not even utter anything. He will not say anything. Even after election, even when it happened in Kogi State, he didn't say anything. He never said anything. He just kept quiet up to today. Nothing happened. So to me, it's neither here nor there. Well, it is good that the people are just coming out to say, oh, we know what has been happening. Just make sure that there's a free and fair election. They will not hear. They won't say anything. They will not answer you. They won't say anything. They will still do whatever they want to do. But it is a good thing that you guys are just making your opinion known. Let them know that you are watching the events happening back at home. That's it. But in my opinion, I wouldn't know. Maybe people might see it from a different perspective. Other people might see it from a different perspective. But let us know your own perspective. Do you really think that the UK government will go and speak with Buhari that so and so and so? The only thing that will happen that day, international observers will be there to monitor the events that day. They will be able to give their opinion. They will be able to give their own account of what they are going to be experiencing that day. I think on that note, that's the only thing I feel they can do. But for them to call the president that you have to do this, okay, it will just tell you that, yes, I've heard you. Maybe they will tell him in a loving manner, trying to appeal, please, there be this in. But I don't think the government of UK will be able to do much as far as that. But I quite understand your plies, which is a good one. It's really a good one. Oh my goodness. Politics carry too far. Why not tell Boris Johnson to come over and conduct a do election? Don't mind them, my brother. I have said it that Pastor Sage Ezeyam will win the election. Lazy folks begging a foreign country to interfere in local issue instead of coming home to vote for their preferred candidates. Okay? Oh, Nigeria's calling on foreign governments to intervene in local election, and the same Nigerians will be crying of ill-treatment in foreign lands. The election will determine the next phase of Edo State, not insults on social media. UK remains the problem of Nigeria. It can do nothing for you. Of course. Even if they are not the problem of Nigeria, you think they are going to do anything? They won't do anything. They won't do anything. It would have been better. Whether maybe of course, maybe some of us might not know the reason why they are doing it. Whether it's we have a long way to go. Who knows? Because those who are commenting now might not even know what is happening in the UK. Because for them to go and do it, they will not. They must have thought it out that the way things work in our country is not the way it happens in a saner environment, because we cannot even boast that we are in a saner environment because things are just working in an abnormal way. So you might not even know how it's being run over there, how it rolls there. So we just believe that nobody will answer anybody, nobody will say anything, because we have not even been well treated even at home. Our government, they have not treated us well. Our politicians don't even see us as a people they can even respect. No, that is why you see that they do anything, they do anyhow. They will not even want you to protest, just like the protest that took place some days back in Lagos. And the reason why the police arrested the journalist and the protester was because they said they did not get permits, that they did not get permission, they didn't get a letter of permit for them to protest. Where is that one done? And those ones say, no, you cannot tell us that. We have rights to protest. Why must they come and take care of this thing? In as much as they are not violent about it, I don't know whether you need to be taking whatever, but the intimidation is just too much. The intimidation is just too much. So we don't even have people that will even speak for. We don't even have the leaders do not even love the country. The leaders do not even love the people, because if you love the people, you can't be seeing people suffering. You can't be seeing people dying because of election or whatever in the gas of anything, and you don't see anything. You just keep quiet. So on that note, in that area, they know how it plays out. You might not know how it plays out because in Nigeria, nobody listens to you. So in those places, maybe they will listen to them. Maybe that is how it rolls or how it plays out. So little or whatever can we even say to this. But in my opinion, I'm sure at least whether they are going to say anything or they are going to advise the president, at least they've been able to air their own view and point as to what they really want to happen in the day of the election. Leave your comments, guys, and let us have your take on this issue.